Sorry folks, welcome back. There was some disconnection in OBS Studio or the YouTube stream. It never happened to me, so I started to receive some strange message. So I was doing this for the binocular shape key widget for the ice track control bone or master bone, whatever. And then I started getting those problems. So here I'm making the mirror modifier. I don't know where it stopped, so it's on 2 axes, so now I can just work more or less freely. I just want this to be snapped to this plane, so I just have to make these transforms, whatever transforms I do here on this mesh. I want it to be global and to be how to say, shift. Okay, 20 minutes have gone. Let's go another sprint of 20 minutes. At least I've completed one eye widget, the individual eye, which is there already. We don't see it right now. Okay, then let's okay, so shift Z, I guess. No, it's G shift Z, so it doesn't move on the locking global Z. Yes, that's it. That's what I need. Okay, so rotate shift Z, locking global. Yes, that's what I need to do. Or I could simplify, just move on the Y and the X axis. That's it. Now let's make something original here, right? I'm not sure about the proportional thing right now. This could be a problem, so let's check the eye here. Let's see, I have the eye shape was here. I don't know exactly the distance, but let's imagine approximately it would be here. And after I can change this, of course, I can manipulate the eyes individually and reshape them, both the shape key, the shape custom shapes on the property. Of course, so this is a bit clumsy, but it works. It gets the job done. So I think I need some more subdivision here. And actually, I could just do whatever I want here and then just make a global alignment, right? For all the... So another subdivision here. Yeah, so this will be faster. Maybe there would be a better way to lock this automatically, but then what I do is I'll select everything, then Z. So scale Z0, and then it goes back to, of course, then I need to move it to the 0 position if I want. It's not necessary, but that might help getting more facility, slide facility when adjusting the widget in 3D space later on. For some reason this is not looking very attractive, this shape. I never done that. I just have some reference. Maybe I'd need more subdivisions. Yeah, and it's not a perfect circle, it's sort of more organic shape, so I think that's the coolest part. You can make things more organic-like. And, well, here is perfect symmetry, so I could apply the mirror modifier, but at least for the y-axis, change just the... like something like that. Yeah, it could be good to have this differentiation between top and bottom, because then I know if for example, if it is tilted upside down, I can still know what is up and down. Yeah, so let's do something, this triangular shape here for the top, and then the bottom would be like a mask like that. Would it better to be like mushrooms or circular? No, I think I like this idea here, like it's pulling, like really a real mask. And then this could be something like it's following the nose shape, right? And so let's do this. I'll duplicate the mirror modifier, Shift D here. Then I will apply just for the Y. Would that be the case? Why I can't apply? It's must be applied on Control A. So Control A, apply for X. Then let's see, without mirror modifier we have this. So now what I need to do, this I'll enable this mirror modifier, visible on here, but no Y stuff, just X. And so here, now let's lock the, oh, this time I have the, no, they, so what I need here is just, where's the, so let's add a vertex here. I don't have the add vertex, okay, let's use this, I think it exists, vertex, vertex modeling. Maybe it's something to be downloaded. I was sure there was something, an add-on that you add a single vertex, whatever. So let's just duplicate this and selection to cursor, and this will be my reference of 0. So I select all, then well, the cursor was already doing it, right? So then S0, S scale Z0, right? No, because needs this. So the vertex is actually useless in this case, unless it was set to active, right? Active element, then but it's better just go cursor. Okay, then here we go. So no need that vertex. I need now just to keep this thing. Yes, I can transform this, whatever, something like that. After I adjust the shapes, the Z location, right? This is too large. Let's do something. This is okay to be different. This will be like simplified. I think I can even dissolve this vertex here. Well, no. Maybe this thing a bit like getting closer here, and alright, that sounds good enough. This one at the border. No, I'm still not satisfied, but at least I have a shape, right? A new shape for a cool shape. So now let's, this is too far. Let's do something like this. Yeah. And here, let's see what if right, just finishing, about to finish. Yeah, with this designer mindset, it's very hard to get cool shapes here. if I practice more designing skills, I would have easier time doing this. Maybe this could go here. Okay, now I have the cursor here. I have this. So period 6. I got to get used to this or change this. For animation, I'm using this thing a lot, and this hotkey, the period, it's too far right in the keyboard, so I'll save this because now this is kind of cool. And then SZ0. Now there's no faces here, right? And maybe there shouldn't. Okay, then maybe in relation to the eye is too big, so we're gonna make individual scaling. And of course now I can apply, because I'm not intending to change this. If I want to reduce the amount of modifiers, but perhaps it would be better to keep the modifiers for the custom shapes whenever I want to edit. Yeah, maybe a better practice, right? So now it doesn't have this, I just have to scale it. I think something like that, right? Alright, and then just slight change here. And that's it. Save, then I can hide this already. It doesn't have faces, so there can't be flipped face, but the vertices have normals, but do vertices flip normals? I'm not sure about that. Okay, let's see if my transmission is going. What's happened to my transmission? Yes, it is working. Fine, sorry. I was checking. I was afraid something was going wrong, so everything is fine. So let's go to the... With just the armature, I get a bit lost where the front is. So I need to change this thing. Oh, I see what's happening. When I look at the side, I don't... Okay, sorry. I was checking the data of the transmission to see if there's something changed different there. I wasn't clearly understanding. Still don't understand, but whatever. So here I want this to be changed by the... Oh, I didn't give it a name, so this will be also 01 and ice track. So ice track custom shape. Okay, so here it is. It is not very visible, so maybe it would require some tweaking. Yes, just like a duplication, some sort of why I can't select it? Oh, I need to go and... Okay, so maybe, yes, let's make it grow. So extrude, no proportional editing here, something like this. And then let's... Actually, I could give it a snap increment, let's see. Because then later I can edit this in a more regular way. So okay, then we need to see flip, recalculate normals, inside, outside. Yes, outside. You see that thing is outside. Okay, now let's return. it is a bit too large, but so let's start editing it here. And yeah, maybe I could compress it, right, the form here. So I don't want this first, so I'm gonna, it's not dependent on the bone scaling. So I see it requires a lot of things. So this is much better than mesh editing, right, in terms of proportional adjustments in some sense, right? So here I can just reduce here. Something like that, I think. Then here, of course, in this moment would be nice to see the mesh, right? Yeah, better with the eyes. So I see it is too small, so let's, now it is too big, so 0.6. Let's see front view, what would that be? There's this problem that perhaps it is, these bones are in a starting too high. Let's see. It is not making any change. Alright, so this is something I need to check later, not now. Edit mode, okay, so rest. No, I cannot do rest pose without everything selected. Why the rest pose doesn't respect the hand? Where's the hand? Of course. This was bugging me, annoying thing. Okay, then let's just pick this and this and this. And should I change this location here? Like, yeah, I could do that, at least for now, right? If later on, so this one is now too small, so let's reset all those things. Let's put this here, here. Maybe I should focus on the matching, right? And then this is too big. And then just like somewhere like here, and then more to the left here. It's too close to the center. Let's keep it like that. And then here what I can do is I go on edit mode and symmetrize, and here we go. I don't have to adjust, everything is perfectly done. And then there is this wireframe, which is not that interesting. This is just to make it easier to pick, right? When I require it, gives a better spatial reference, but it could be done in other ways. So this one, now I need to adjust it, so maybe the scale is not that interesting. Let's see. This one, the side one, is also, maybe it should be something like that, half the length, or doesn't have length, this depth at all. This I'm not sure now. I need to check the other references. And so, and here of course This was terrible. Yeah, let's put it at the top. Even that in terms of spatial, this is not, I don't know. Well, it's not bad if you look that way. It's just strange if we look too close. So I think something like this would be better. And then the problem is that I'm concerned, of course, with the real orientation, right? If it's matching or not. This will be perfectionism, right? So let's see if I don't change too much, that will be good enough. Currently is more like matching. More 20 minutes have gone. Yes, and so I just need to figure out the final shape for this. As it deforms because of these transformations, the shape didn't get as interesting as I would like. Too much distortion from here. Maybe 0.35. Yeah, it's not so easy to get this thing. Okay, but it works, right? It gives some differentiation. What is that? There's some interpenetration. I'll have to check that later, but okay. We got the shape is not... okay, I will make some definitively adjustments there. Last thing I'm gonna do in this thing. There should be some free library for doing this, getting... Why I cannot select it? Of course I need to do that. Let's make some... But if you never do things on your own, you always get things ready. It is... Sure, it's practical, but... At some point, we start missing certain fundamentals. Oh, here I'm destroying the figure, whatever. Yes, it was not... Okay, so all these changes are actually pretty dangerous without a mirror modifier. So let's fix this just in an easy and definitive way. So I'm just deleting as usual. This takes time, so this why I'll keep the mirror modifier this time. And so clipping and merge. And here is something. There's a cool practice about the custom shapes that I'm not using now, but I could be using, which is... Why it is not changing? Okay. It should be changing in real time. Or maybe I'm... it's I needed to be on edit mode, of course. Here. So there's some cool thing about this interaction, and what we can do actually, instead of be working on the middle, we start working like this. So as we shape the thing, it's not shaped in some abstract way, we shape it exactly where it should be, and this will make the process much better. I was wasting time because all my stuff, or nearly all of them, of course there are some exceptions for the ones that are perhaps on asymmetry, on like they require symmetry, like an arm, left arm, then this might cause some. This might not be a good solution, but for those centralized ones, this can be a good idea. So in this case, I'll have to adjust this custom shape here with this same rotation, and let's see this, it is rotated actually, so negative instead, and then we get it going down, and here I can reset its stuff, right? Because we're gonna change all that like in real time. So this is the custom shape, and this is the original. And so now I'll try to match this one, the one that I'm manipulating, right? And the same things apply. The only disadvantage, the main disadvantage here is that I do not have the world origin as a, oh, and also I have the doubles here, right? So let's delete the doubles. And it can get confused. This is the actual line I'm working in. This is for the others. Yeah, this is so much better. And proportional editing is on, okay. And we need now it's easier to play the design, right? The designer. I can even make some some special mask, yeah, something crazy. It's kind of cool, right? And it gives more space for the selection, right? I'm not sure if I want to do that, but yeah, let's do it. That will be original. Let's make this thing, and then of course I want them to be matching properly. And so this curve here needs to be more radical. Do I have the timer right now? It's like analog to the ear, right, of the character. It's kind of mimicking the shape of the ear in some, well, not exactly, but some reference to it. Yeah, I see the shape. It's really cool now. Even though it's not exactly the expression, the main expression of the character or its personality, it's a cool flavor that we get from custom shapes. And this I think I can dissolve. It doesn't need to match the ear perfectly. It's actually a bad idea for the design. So now let's see if this X, so now I want this reference, then 6 for 3D cursor, and S, Y, am I in global? No, global. sy0. So then they get all aligned in this sense, correct? Should I bring this forward exactly at the, yes, and then let's get this increment thing, and that's it. That's the location I want for that for now. Maybe just some Z scaling, then it here, more Z scaling. That's nice. And now let's see what happens there. These things get, this is the custom, this is the bone, right? This is the shape. This is the bone, we also see. Now this is the armature object. So here is the bone. Then, of course, now I think if I... No, we'll keep it at... And we will bring it... Now I'm not sure exactly why this has this unmatching thing here. There's oh, I need to apply the locations. Yes, that's it. So my object here, I forgot this step, apply all transforms. And now of course when I get to the bone, supposedly this, nope, it's still, it was wrong. So maybe its origin is lost. Well, its origin is there. Maybe it's something about its origin. Should I keep the... Well, let's make some test here, okay? I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Select cursor to selected. Okay, it goes in the middle of those two verses. Then object set origin to, let's save before this attempt to, well, I could just go, wait, no, I can't. Set origin to 3D cursor. Yeah, it was the origin, an origin thing. Even though now with this new origin, of course, I might have some issues on organizing stuff, but at least this will be much more automatic. Yeah, this is much easier than to fix, right? Then this doesn't need to be perfect, and then let's see the scale. No change to the scale, and because it's already, and this is how I've managed to make the, I remember this is the way I've used to make the, where is my armature? This is the armature. Yes, that's the way that I've made these ones. I was exactly doing this trick, so not for the hands and foot. Well, maybe, but alright. So how is this thing looking now? Ignoring the eyes for a moment, just considering this stuff. What about having... No, depth is definitely not what I want. Maybe some circular thing. Yes, internal thing will be nice. So let's extrude inwards. And then yes, actually individual, extrude inwards, no proportional editing here. Let's just do something like that, and let's do more. Yes, now using the 3D cursor as a reference, then adjusting this. All right. I don't know why this thing has this strange edge there, but okay, so now it's better. I could even make some thing here. Yeah, why not? Why it needs to be flat? Let's make even more change here. Proportional edit. So I pick this. Let's rotate. Do that, that, that. This proportional editing, is it working? It's too. This 3D cursor not helping. Rotating like that. This is next level, right? Anyone can do this with basic modeling skills. And where do I have a timer? Yes, my more 20-minute time is finishing. Sprint. And this can start to become sort of a bit more irregular, organic, right? Because now I'm tilting everything on many different ways, but there is for a good reason. It's really like I'm shaping a mask for that character, but it's just all this just to get a custom shape. This is where custom shape starts to get funny, right? Instead of being that annoying thing for me that I never want to make, now this is a good reason actually to start spending some, giving those things special attention. They can be really artistic, like rigging as some sort of art. A good reason to do something like that. Okay. And now this idea of perfect central things really doesn't matter at all, right? This is noob stuff. when you want everything to be perfect, it's really you're really exaggerating on stuff that are not necessarily what matters for the quality. There are hidden stuff that we must find out now, perhaps by working, right? We're gaining experience, and then we start to change our focus to other factors, to other aspects that we never thought before would take the priority. So there is this strange thing happening that this, oh, is it a double dissolve edge, and that it happens to this. Maybe this is suffering from some sort of shades. Maybe it's something about clear sharp from vertices, clear freeze. Maybe, really, I don't know what's this. Maybe it's a bug, a visual bug, I don't know. It happens on both sides, but whatever. I'll save that. It's a lot of work on this single piece. And let's go to the armature and see. Now I must not confuse the... Okay, so here it is. Ah, I see what that was. It is, you see what this means, right? Flipped faces. I don't know how that happened, but that happened. Time's up. I'm just gonna fix it, and then I will close this transmission, and then I will keep developing this later on today, probably the continuation of this thing. Took me much more time than I thought, but with cool discovery. Okay, let's go. Where's the object? Here. Then let's select all that mesh, then Shift N, flipped outwards. Now it should be working. Then I don't want to have this thing actually it's already transformed, right? Oh, I see, its original location wasn't applied, right? So I need to apply, right? Never forget that. Then I don't want change here. So this one is locked, and I'm gonna make this a new... I need to give it some hint that this is achieved. Okay, so new, then I can map that this is a new one. So I can hide it now and just deal with the actual custom shape. And now, of course, it has got all this. It's still, yeah, it never matches exactly on the transform, so I need to, yeah, let's get it back to visibility, and let's this probably happens because of the armature in relation to the object, I guess. Since I have applied position, but this is okay, right? It's not, doesn't need to match perfectly, at least not in this case, so I can just hide that. Now that's that's it. That's a cool custom shape, and of course it still works because this does nothing to the rig. And then now I could attempt to make some minor changes to these ones, which would be, they have some thing I needed to check here. So this is the case where you may not want to have this because it occurs to both sides, right? So I could put it right in the center, but it makes no sense to the generic logic of certain of these custom shapes. So I need to be able to select it. What I wanted to do is just to solve this little irregularity here, where I go on here, this is the world origin, and then SZ0 on global, of course. SG0, no? S scale Z0, no? Something is failing here. Oh, of course, 3D cursor, yeah. And then, of course, the size of this, let's reduce just a bit, and we go back. Now it's much better. And let's get this. Yeah, fine. Now this looks coherent. And yeah, so if I put that to model the custom shape in the middle, it would be, perhaps in this particular case, it could be interesting. That will be a perfectionism, not for this video. There's already enough of it. So let's just fix this manually here, and then we symmetrize the bone on edit mode, and we'll get this fixed at once. Okay, so after I finish this, I close the transmission. This is, I think, the good position for this model, this character. Somewhere like here. Oh, okay, that would be it. What about the Z? I don't want it to be, I want it to have some sort of alignment. And this is a doubt now. Should it be more to the, you see, I can't tilt, so this could be cool because the eye surface has some degree of tilting. So okay, let's make some angular shape here. Angular transform here, and then move it perhaps to a bit more to the front. No, not this. Should it be on the back? Because it's a secondary bone, it would make sense that it's like inside, right? Makes it more interesting. How much inside? This is too much. This is ugly. This is interesting already, but I think slightly inside like this is the coolest thing. Maybe just slightly more. This. And now we get this bone symmetrized, and there we go. And now I can do this, and then here on the real aspect. And I have to fix the starting position of the eyes. She's looking up. This happened because probably when I was messing up with developing the updating the spine rig with bendy bones, I had with the fake IK system, right? This one, I had to make change to the original position of the head, or some relations there got tweaked indirectly or directly, and then this changed something about this original position. So yeah. And there are, okay, so that's it. We've made this achievement here. I'm satisfied with this result for the eyes. There are still many other interesting custom shapes, but we'll develop this later on. Thanks for watching. Happy blending. See ya, folks.